drop back, and he heaves it up like Kate Upton's huge movie.
What's going on? Yo, it's 5 Points here with my first subscriber game, and I was gonna do a video on how to get more followers on Twitter, but I'm gonna table that today. This morning I was watching NFL Network and the draft is coming up, so I want to do a special draft edition with this video. But first, before I get to that, this is my first subscriber game. I played my man Avery Powell. Please check out his channel. This ended up being a great game. So he's also a YouTube commentator. He makes vids. He's funny. He puts stuff up out there, and I think anybody working hard and putting in the time to make these videos deserves recognition. And you guys should like, follow, or subscribe Avery's videos and his video channel. So here I'm running with the Giants. He's running with the Bears. He chose the University of Phoenix Stadium, which is a great site because the Giants won Super Bowl 42 there. So here on the first drive, oh, my coverage was so blown on this play. I set up a blitz. I tried to do the edge sting, and I just had so many missed assignments on that play, and he just streaked me right up the field. But what I really want to get into is, okay, so tonight is the first night of the NFL draft. They're going to do the first round, and I want to ask you out there, you know, what do you think? Oh, and here I throw an interception on my first drive. So I'm about to go into basically a 14-0 hole before I get started. But what do you want to see your team do in the draft in terms of Madden? Okay, not what do you think your team needs to do to get better in terms of, you know, on the field in the NFL. And here Victor Cruz houses it on one play, so that really helps turn this game into a close contest. But what I'm talking about with the NFL draft is, okay, what can my team do to make my team better in Madden, not in the NFL? So with the Giants, like, they have some serious weaknesses at corner, but it doesn't hurt them as much in Madden. Like Corey Webster, he's a great guy, you know. In fact, I've interacted with him on Twitter several times. He's retweeted me, and he responds to tweets, and he's a two-time Super Bowl winner. But last year he was definitely showing signs of age as a cornerback, but in this game he's not a horrible weakness. You know, and the Giants they have Tuck and Pierre-Paul as defensive ends, and last year, yeah, they didn't sack the quarterback as much as they should. And speaking of Corey Webster, there he makes the pick. I threw up a deep blue for him, and looks like Avery forgot about that. But here I'm getting the ball back. But you know, in terms of in this game, you know, their ratings don't hurt the Giants. In fact, they're assets. You know, like somebody like DeMarco Murray or a Kevin Ogletree for the Cowboys. You know, Ogletree had games where he just completely disappeared for the Cowboys last year. But in this game, as a player, he's good. So with the Giants, you know, for me, you know, I'm gonna weigh in on what I think the Giants should do in the draft tonight or over the next 3 days. And I don't really know the specific players, but I know what they need in terms of Madden. So one of the things that's horrible with the Giants, when you run a scheme, especially the 4-3 defensively or the nickel or the dime, is the middle linebacker, Chase Blackburn, is so amazingly slow in this game. I know he makes plays in real life, but in this game, he is not a great middle linebacker. You know, I don't think he's even a starting middle linebacker, you know, in the NFL right now. You know, yes, Chase is great. He came in and he made that huge interception, but, you know, if you look at the stopwatch and you look at what he has to do out there on the field, you know, it's not the most ideal person you want as a middle linebacker, especially for this game of Madden. You know, he has no speed whatsoever, and he reacts very slowly. Now, Terrell Thomas, who missed most of last year, here he is getting an interception, is a great player in Madden, but, you know, he needs to stay out in the field. So that's one issue the Giants need to address. They obviously need a Mike. They need a middle linebacker, a Ray Lewis type player that can control the middle of the field, be that captain out there, because the Giants have really been missing that, and the pass rush is getting old. Other things that they need more interior linemen on defense. You know, they lost Chris Canty and they replaced him with, I can't even remember the guy's name. He's from the Eagles. But he's basically Chris Canty that doesn't stay healthy. So it's a very similar thing, you know, but You know, in Madden, the Giants, and there I take the lead. I score 21 unanswered points, but here's where the game gets interesting. You know, he's going to come back and tie up the game. Another thing that the Giants could use defensively is, you know, the safeties are good, but they have a depth chart problem with Stevie Brown, and I think they're going to leave Kenny Phillips, but Stevie Brown makes some horrible awareness mistakes out in the real NFL, but he's good in this game. He does come up with interceptions, but Kenny Phillips is a better player. But you also have to account for, hey, in Madden, you know, you haven't lost your free agents as well. You know, David Wilson is going to take over for Ahmad Bradshaw at some point, and here's where the tide turns for Avery. I think he finally forces me to punt so that he gets the initiative, which is, you know, he's going to be able to go ahead and then probably get the ball last if I cannot force him into a turnover. So on the offensive end, I think what the Giants need, they definitely need a right tackle. When I'm running plays out of the shotgun, you know, where I get burnt often is a one-on-one matchup with the right tackle. You know, they tried putting Deal over there. Deal's been a left tackle forever. He's got a lot of years on him. He's starting to get some tread wear. Right there, I missed the interception. That should have been an interception. Deal's getting old and he's not very healthy. So, and then Kareem McKenzie's basically gone. So the Giants definitely need to draft a right tackle. And they also need a third wide receiver. Hickson is hurt forever. I think he's gone as a free agent. He's not coming back. You know, sometimes he is dynamic in this game, but, you know, I think his time is short on the Madden timeline. And there I hit Nix on the skinny post. But, you know, Cruz is a great #2 receiver, but I think he is awesome as a slot receiver because he reads defenses so well. And you don't really see that in Madden. You just see the speed and the catching ability here. But, you know, if I could line up Cruz in the slot and have a third receiver, you know, I'm just missing the days of having Mario Manningham as the second receiver and Cruz in the slot. But, you know, also the Giants addressed Marty Bennett leaving for, I forget where he went, Jacksonville, I think. But they did get Brett Meyer, so I'm excited to have him in the game. He's a good possession tight end. And here, you know, Avery's about to win the game. I give up the final points, or I give up the final drive, and horrible defensive effort. And then here I send Avery a message, you know, saying, great game, you know, I'm going to put this up. But, you know, first subscriber game, you don't know what to expect. And he did a great job, ran a great scheme, so very impressed. But just leave a comment on your thoughts of what your team needs to do in the draft tonight according to Madden, not according to the NFL, because I really want to see, you know, if you're a Bears fan, you know, what do the Bears need to do? You know, if you're a Redskins fan, obviously you need wide receivers to improve your gameplay in Madden. So I'm really excited for the draft tonight. You know, hopefully the Giants do not pick Manti Te'o. Don't want to see that. You don't need that media circus, and I don't think he's that good of a mic anyways to play in New York and suffer through all that scrutiny. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this vid. Please subscribe to my channel. You know, these videos are hard work. I'm not whining too hard, but, you know, I think I'm going one subscriber for one vid, so I'm just gonna have to make 10,000 vids. But thank you very much and enjoy. I'm out.